hello, good morning. It's Trainer Loren Cunningham Hammond here. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all safe. I'm actually super excited because today is already May the 3rd. Can you believe it? Where has the year gone? So today we're going to say greetings, hello, welcome. I'm just buying a little more time in case I see two people have just popped in. So I hope you are all well. I hope you are all safe. So again, welcome. Today is May the 3rd. Again, where's the year gone? So the quote of the day is quality performance starts with a positive attitude. This is by Jeffrey Gitmore. My nana used to say, if you start off the day with a negative attitude, the day just proceeds to get negative. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. So again, greetings and welcome to Motivation Monday. Today we're going to go over the tip of the week. We actually have two for you this week, guys. And then we have the sales shout out, which you know is my favorite part, as well as some cross-selling. So cross-selling is super important to maintain your business as well as gain more trust with your clients. So we are pleased to announce the launch of our new NGL Prime Care plans. Guys, there was an email that went out, but this is super, super important because NGL Prime Care is still a guaranteed issue. There's no knockout questions, unlike a lot of other short-term medical plans with 2, 5, or all the way through 5-year look-back periods. The NGL Prime Care has only a 12-month look back on the pre-existing conditions. Guys, this is a great sales option for you. This is also provider savings. They've repriced everything, so it will still be applied to the ineligible Medicare medical services, but it's going to help your client continue to reduce their out-of-pocket costs. All benefits are going to start immediately for all the other covered care. Guys, again, Prime Care, super, super excited about this because Prime Care is another great sales option for you. Now, another thing that I want to bring up for the tip of the week is these are additional current sales incentives. Now, there was an email that went out from AHCP, I believe it's the newsstand, and I believe it was on the 30th of April. So go back and get more details, but these are several new carrier incentives that are available for you as agents. So you have the eLife Quick Start. You go from quoting a policy delivery in about 20 minutes. If you have all of your insured's information in advance, it'll boom, boom, bam, super quick. So new agents will earn an additional $60 per issued policy in that first 60 days. So the kickoff for agents previously contracted is May 11th, 2021. But if you submit 20 issued policies in the first 60 days, you get an extra $1,200 bonus added to your commission. Guys, this is huge, huge. Cigna, all Cigna individual and family plans appointed brokers are eligible to earn an additional $50 for new medical customers submitted before May 31. Once 7 new SCP customers have been submitted. Now, guys, for more details on this, go back to your AHCP email from the AHCP sales email, and it's the newsstand, and it was sent out on the 30th. Again, more details on this. Guys, you have more opportunities to put your customers' needs first. You have more carriers to offer, as well as more money in your pocket. In my opinion, this is a win-win. Now, my favorite part of the day is the sales shout outs as well as the kudos. So this was for the week of April 26th. Now we have a new leader, which I'm super excited about. Under the short-term medical, we had Pivot Health. Under the limited medical, we had NatGen. Under the accident policies, we had Golden Rule. Under the critical illness, we had NatGen. And under the dental, again, we had NatGen. Now, guys, because of all these additional incentives that have been given to you, I'm really hoping this next week we're going to see some upsets with some new names on here. So, top agents for the week of April 26th, we have Gregory Talley, Katia Santamaria, and Jacob Gordon for short-term medical. Now, guys, this one was super close. Under the accident, again, we have Gregory Talley and Brian Greenberg. Under the limited med, Gregory Talley and Katia Santamaria. Now, guys, I would really, really like to see the upset for next week's sales leaders, as well as the kudos. I would love to see some new names. So guys, go back to that AHCP sales email for the newsstand, and there's a lot more information on there. So please, I'm hoping to see a lot more new names as well as new carriers on here. Okay, we're going to go over some cross-selling information. So for those of you that are new to the industry, cross-selling is an action or practice of selling an additional product or service to your existing customers. Now, you guys have heard me say in the past, referrals, referrals, referrals. We love referrals, but cross-selling is also a pivotal part of the business. So the importance of cross-selling, well, it's going to increase the customer's value. So the importance of that is by offering more product lines and retaining customers for longer, the overall value of that customer will increase. By increasing your customers' loyalty, your customers are going to be so happy that you work with an insurance agent that can meet their variety of needs and changing policy needs. Now, guys, remember, not everybody's situation is the same. Now, you can have a person, you have your set policies that you set up or bundle, if you will. Well, remember, if you're knowing your product, you know what's best for your client. Balancing new and existing growth. By balancing new and existing growth, you're finding new customers are very important. But to grow your business, you also need to find ways to increase the revenue from the existing customers. You're providing convenience for your customers. You know, that one-stop shop. Customers love the one-stop shop. So then they're not going to half a different people for someone like yourself that can provide everything. So remember, guys, make it simple for your client. Know the two types. Well, there's two types of customers. There's customers who already own the product. It might be a different carrier, but they shop around. We all do this with our auto insurance. We all do this with our homeowners insurance. So people do know their product. They might just be shopping around for different product prices. Customers who do not own the product. This is a great opportunity for you, the agent, to produce awareness as well as educate, and then put that interest as well as selling for your customer. Again, people know their product. Some people shop around. They like what they have, but price is key to a lot of people. And then you have that customer that does not know anything about the product. So these are great chances for you to educate. Don't push that cross sale too hard. To address your client's needs, it's going to be important that you know what happens in their lives. So build the rapport with your client. there's nothing worse than you tell someone about yourself and they're but they're not paying attention. So that customer will go somewhere else. I know I have. Build that rapport, ask them all those questions like, are you married? Are you divorced? Is there a new birth? Are you adopting? Are there new children in the family? Did your kids just move back home? Again, listen to your client. By listening to your client, you're building that relationship. And remember, the stronger the relationship, this is going to create a beautiful sales opportunity for you. You always put their needs first. There's nothing worse when you have that agent that's well, how about this? But if they were listening, they would have heard that you couldn't afford that $5,000 deductible plan. You needed something with a higher deductible. So again, paying attention to their needs is always critical. Because again, guys, as I've said before, it's always about building that relationship, that trust. Solid follow-up. Now, again, just because you did not get that cross sale today doesn't mean that you can't get it in the next phone call or even the next or the next. I always used my follow-up to verify if the person had received their medical card or their dental card or whatever it was that they had just received a policy on, to educate them on the website, how to navigate through the website, and then also follow up and see what other stuff they needed. I've said in the past, you could use that as an opportunity to ask for those referrals. Well, you can also use that because you've planted the seed for other products. Again, you can do that bundle thing. Prospecting during the sale. It is most, again, important that prospecting during the sale is when you're gathering information in your initial contact. You're going to ask more questions about your client, again, their current insurance needs, as well as, understanding their situation and circumstances will help you cross-sell more in the future. Ask more questions. Again, this is most important. You're getting to know your client and their needs. Understanding their situation. I know it all kind of rolls together, but guys, remember, cross-selling can really help you build your insurance business. You can get started today and watch that revenue grow. So let's say that you have a Medicare customer. You can also plant the seed to consider offering that client a hospital indemnity plan. That's going to help them fill those gaps to offset the high costs of those copays for the hospital, or even a dental plan, or, a Medicare Part D, for example. These are always going to pair well with a Medicare supplement sale, because most insureds don't know that the dental and the Medicare Part D are not included in those supplementals. So again, another avenue. So please, again, don't give up after the first shot. Cross-sale attempts don't always work the first time. So bring it up with your client. Again, that first, second, or third time, although they may not happen this week, next month, or even this year, you're always cross-selling, but also do it in the best interest of your client. If you come across as just you're trying to get more money out of them, they're going to determine sorry, he's only here for the money and he's not looking at my best interest. So with that said, again, understand their situation. It all kind of goes hand in hand, guys. You're building that relationship. Sales related questions during the quote. So for example, those high deductible plans. Well, major medical markets are making cross-selling super important because of those high deductible major medical plans are leaving clients overly exposed. Get your insured to talk about that plan and educate them. Make sure that they understand that like that $8,550 deductible for an Affordable Care Act plan, kind of let the customer marinate on that. But, again, guys, most clients that have a plan with that deductible, they don't have $1,000 in their bank account. So how are they going to pay that $8,550? Your education can put the control back into your clients' lives, back into their hands. And it's the easiest way of doing this is with those supplemental and cross sales. Ask them their goals. Goals are important. So, Mr. Insured, if you had a major medical catastrophe, do you have that $8,550 in your bank account that you can just willingly hand over? Most people are going to answer no. So, with that being the case, honestly, you should be able to sell at least 2 ancillary with any major medical sale. So, guys, again, it's one of the easiest ways to do it. It's to educate your customer. Most don't know what's out there, how their own plan works, or even why they should want the additional helps of these different ancillary products. So again, you need to be able to paint a picture and educate them. Again, it's most important that you'll increase that personal bond or that personal relationship with that insured, because they see that you are putting their best interest at heart. Again, most consumers are uneducated. I personally wrote my parents all their additional ancillary products because they thought, oh, Medicare takes care of all of it. Well, when I sat them down and let them know, sorry, mom, sorry, dad, they have supplemental plans. They had no idea that Medicare Part D, thank goodness they don't take any medications. Unfortunately, it didn't cover anything. They found out, unfortunately, because I had to educate them. Had they not taken out the policy, they would have been in trouble. Same thing with their, I also wrote them a hospital plan. So in the event they're in the hospital, they're not worried about the financial fallout. Again, guys, these are great options for your insureds. Those plan enhancers, it's multiple policies in one, as well as those fixed indemnity plans, it's just to your customers better, because we as agents, we have a fiduciary responsibility to our insureds. Education. So one of the things that I used to do when I was in the field was I made a sheet of everything that I offered as far as ancillary goes, as well as when I met that individual face to face, so that they, could see it in a presentation. People, they want to be able to look things over, digest it. Again, you may not get that sale that very first time, that cross sale, but eventually you will, guys. Offer customer free policy look at. So again, like most people shop out their auto policies. Some people also shop out their medical policies. So this is a great time for you to offer that free service of a policy review and show them the holes in the policy. This is a great opportunity for you to look at a critical illness policy or even the accident policy. And then you're going to let them know that by retaining one of these policies, it's going to fill the gap. Picture examples. There are 3 learning styles for customers. Kinesthetic, which means touch, People learn by audio listen as well as visual. Great pictures that tell a story. That can do obviously for a face-to-face, but if you're selling over the phone, you can always do a screen share when that person is available. I have an agent in Chicago that does this, and his cross sales are amazing. Now, the other thing, guys, you can do is on your agency's webpage or on your signature on your email, you can also let it be known that everything that you sell sheet, you can condense it and put that in the email signature as well. So your clients are aware of what other products you're selling. Be patient and keep cross-selling. Cross-selling is a unique sales situation. Just because you're going to have a lot of chance to interact with the prospect or, your client, in some ways that's good because you don't have to be too aggressive, because you've already, again, used that follow-up email, follow-up phone call. I'm old school. I always did the phone call. Again, don't be aggressive. Don't be aggressive. It can also, really be bad if you just kind of, I'm taking the attitude, I really don't want to irritate my customer with all these different products and different types. No, guys, education is key. Some ways that it's good because you don't have to be, again, too aggressive. You can also be bad because it's way too easy. Well, I don't want to irritate my customer. But the more you talk about cross sales with your customers, the more cross sales you'll make. I promise. Now, guys, if you ever have the adage, the more you talk about cross sales, again, I'm repeating it because it is true. I used to have a client that he always shot me down. No. One day out of the blue, he called me and I sold him 6 additional ancillary products just out of nowhere. Because again, he had been thinking, digesting, and I didn't put pressure on him. Other sales agents with agencies in the area kind of hounded him. So, you can take they'll come to me when they're ready, or again, you can use that, hey, I'm following up on your policies. Let me spend a little minute with you and educate you with what else is out there. So guys, of course, if there are any email questions, if you have questions, if you have concerns, you need additional information on some underwriting, on anything, you have the option to email the training at ahcpsales.com, or you can call agency services at 877-228-8773. Again, training at ahcpsales.com, or you can call the agency services at 877-228-8773. Guys, thank you so much for spending part of your very busy day with me. I appreciate it. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later.